Have you ever thought about how important failure is in your life? Or rather, have you ever wondered what would happen if, instead of avoiding it, you embraced it as a fundamental part of success? Many people live in fear of failure, believing that every mistake represents an irreversible step backwards. But what would happen if we started to see failure as a necessary step towards greatness? This is not just a theory. It is a principle adopted by some of the brightest minds and most successful people in the world. Today, I am going to tell you a story that will not only make you think, but could actually change the way you view your life and your goals. It is a story about success, failure, and how one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Denzel Washington, overcame these challenges to become one of the best. Stay with us until the end, because not only will you discover the secret that turned Denzel into a legend, but I will also reveal a powerful lesson that can change the way you live every single day of your life. You may discover that what you thought was an obstacle is actually your greatest opportunity. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our inspiring videos. Every week, we bring you stories that will inspire you to overcome your limits. Ready? Let's get started. There is something that Denzel Washington often repeats in his speeches. Don't fear failure, fail big. This concept, apparently counterintuitive, hides a profound truth. Failure is an integral part of success. There is no success without a path made of mistakes, falls, moments in which everything seems lost. And Denzel knows it well. What distinguishes him, however, is not only his ability to face failure, but his attitude in drawing strength and inspiration from it. For him, every fall was a step towards the realization of his dreams, a necessary step, without which the finish line would have remained unattainable. There have been times in his career when Denzel failed, yet it was that failure that taught him the most valuable lessons. When he was starting out, Denzel dreamed of making it on Broadway. He auditioned for a big musical production, convinced that this was his big moment. But when he was told that he didn't have the voice for the role, Denzel realized one thing. It wasn't his voice that needed changing. It was his direction. Most people would have given up on that kind of disappointment, throwing in the towel and completely rethinking their dreams. But not Denzel. Instead of giving in to frustration, he decided to see the failure as an opportunity to reflect and improve. It wasn't about giving up on his dream. It was about finding a different way to get there. From there, he kept trying, falling, and getting back up, stronger each time. He didn't let criticism or early failures get him down. On the contrary, he used those moments as a springboard for his success. Looking at him today, admired and respected all over the world, it seems impossible to imagine that a man like him failed so many times. But that's the thing. Behind every great success, there is a mountain of failures. It is not the number of times you fail that defines your value, but your ability to continue despite everything. What about you? Have you ever wondered how you handle failure? Do you see it as an insurmountable obstacle or as an opportunity to grow? Maybe until now, you have considered every failure as a sign of defeat, as a confirmation that your dreams are too far away. But what if it were the opposite? What if failure was a sign that you are making progress, that you are on the right path, and that every mistake brings you closer to your final goal? Let's talk about it. In your opinion, is failure an opportunity or an obstacle? Leave me your opinion in the comments, I'm curious to know how you experience this universal experience. Have you ever thought that failure could be your path to success? Denzel Washington shared one of his greatest lessons in a speech he gave to a group of graduating seniors. He said, "If you don't fail, you're not even trying." It's a quote that hits hard. Think about it. How many times have you avoided trying something because you were afraid of failing? How many opportunities have you passed up because the risk of failure seemed too great? The mindset shift Denzel talks about is crucial. It's not just about believing in your dreams, but about taking bold action, knowing that failure could be around the corner, and that's okay. Because every failure brings you one step closer to success. Denzel invites us to challenge our limiting beliefs, those internal voices that tell us that we're not enough, that we can't do it. And he does it with disarming simplicity, reminding us that it's not about being perfect, but about being consistent. And it's not just about big failures. Even small daily defeats are part of this journey. Denzel himself said that his goal every day is simply not to curse anyone. It seems like a simple goal, but it hides a great truth. Every step, even the smallest, can make a difference. The key is discipline, the ability to tell yourself every day that every mistake is just a small detour on the great path to achievement. Success is not a sudden explosion of glory, but a slow and steady ascent made up of small goals and, yes, falls. It's a mindset we can all adopt. It doesn't matter where we are in life, whether we've just started a new project or are trying to get through a difficult phase. The key is not to fear failure, but to learn from it. Denzel Washington is the living example that, with perseverance, discipline, and a good dose of courage, we can overcome any obstacle. Failure then becomes a kind of teacher, a tool for personal growth that makes us stronger and better equipped to handle the challenges that life presents us. So, what will you do today to embrace failure? How will your approach to life change from now on? Will you stop looking for perfection and start looking for growth? But before you continue, leave a big like and subscribe to the channel. If this video is inspiring you, help us continue to bring you valuable content with a super thank you. This will allow us to create more videos that will push you more and more towards success. Failure is not the end. It is just the beginning of something bigger. If this video inspired you, I invite you to watch our next video, where we will talk about how to transform your mindset to face every challenge with determination. Thanks for watching. See you next time.